WSTB, Clarksville. Hey everybody, welcome to today's session at St. Bethlehem's United Methodist Church with Pastor Richard Wesley and co-host Ashley Kettle. Enjoy.
Hi. Welcome to WSTB, Clarksville. I'm here in the St. Bethlehem United Methodist Church studio with our co-host Ashley Kettle. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Kettle. Hey, Kettle, how you doing there, girl? Hi, Ashley. It's good to see you. Let's get right into the reason for today's video, the episode. We want to talk to you about this coming Sunday's worship services. Now, in our traditional worship service, we're looking at a story in the life of Jesus where Jesus has asked his closest followers, who do all these people think that I am? Who do they say I am? When you're out and about, your friends out there, and they're talking about me, who are they saying that I am? Well, some are saying you're John the Baptizer, some think you're Elijah, some think you're a prophet, And so Jesus is listening to all of this, what the scuttlebutt's going on. And then he asks, well, who do you say that I am? And this is one of Peter's finer moments. Peter just comes straight out and says, you're the Messiah. Got the right answer. But shortly thereafter, just a few verses later, even though he had that right answer, he messed up bad. He challenges Jesus and says, no, Jesus, that's not the way it's going to be. And in reading that, I realize it's easy for us to have the right words. But how do we let that flow through our lifestyle? We can have the right words and still not live the right life. That's what we're looking at this weekend. Our actions, are they from a human perspective or a divine perspective? We're going to sing Blessed Assurance and How Great Thou Art. Those are some favorite songs of ours. In the Exploring Life for Christ service, we are at Mark's Gospel, chapter 6, verse 45. Now, we will begin that study time. It's a Bible study. We're working through verse by verse. We're going to begin that study time by reviewing the previous story because it's important. It informs what happens in these next stories. That was the feeding of the 5,000. You may remember if you were in that service, the author keeps saying bread, 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 bread. But we're going to review that. And just as a reminder, that's a second feeding story. This one is on the Gentile side. First one was with the Jews. Remember, in Mark's Gospel, where Jesus is important. We're on the Gentile side. So that's what we'll be doing. And we'll be singing Blessed Assurance. It's going to be a great time. All right. This is the time that I enjoy in these episodes. I love listening to what Ashley, in her creative way of looking at the world, and it is the way that the way she thinks about some things. And so it's time for Ashley's top 5, and today we're going to get funny church signs.
Yes.
Talk to us.
All right. Now let me preface this by saying these may be photoshopped. I cannot be for sure if these are actually real signs. I have not actually seen them in person. But if you see one on ours, you know that I might have liked it.
No, it's not going to happen.
All right.
It's not going to happen.
Okay, number 5. Adam and Eve were the first people to not read Apple's terms and conditions.
You read them though, didn't you?
I've never read them.
You're just like Adam and Eve.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Number 4. It is too cold to change sign, message inside. That sums it all up right there. And I've been there when my hands are frozen trying to grab those letters. Number 3.
Hands too cold.
Someone glued my cards together. Number 3.
Hey, that'd be a funny thing to do.
Yes. With all this rain, we need an ark. But fear not, we know a guy.
Okay.
I didn't say they were not cheesy. I just said, you know. Okay. I'm not making fun of anyone here except myself.
Okay.
I have a bit of a lazy eye. It's not as bad as it used to be. My glasses correct it, but if they're off for a while or I'm really tired, it kind of turns in. This church sign said, cross-eyed people have the best vision.
Cross-eyed. Oh. Okay. All right.
All right, my number one. I hope I can redeem myself with number one. A long time ago in a Galilee far,
In a
far away.
Galilee far, far away. I like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome.
I love her top 5. You don't want to miss next week's episode because Ashley's going to be sharing the top 5 authors that have influenced her life. Now, she's going to give us a peek into her own life, and some of those are poets.
They are.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what those are. I look forward to that. So be sure you stay tuned to next week. Well, that concludes today's episode of WSTB Clarksville. Say goodbye, Ashley.
Goodbye, Ashley.
Goodbye, Ashley. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I can't wait to hear those authors. I've been trying to think. Let's see. Who could some of those be? Stephen King. Well, I don't know. I'm just,
No. They're probably not who you think.
They're probably not. Yeah.